Thank you for being here, a space to motivate and move with courage during turbulent times, learning through experiences. Today we have Antara Paul with us. Antara was born and raised in one of the most multidimensional, diverse countries of the world, India. She immigrated to Canada in 2008 and made this country as her home. Currently, she is working in IT with BC Hydro. She has volunteered with United Way and continues to support, and she supports nonprofits otherwise also through promoting her culture and heritage. She's also the board of director for an old age care home named as a New Vista Society. She has also supported Dress for Success clothing drive for women who are re-entering the workforce. She generously coaches and supports women fleeing violence. She's a single mom of a son. And outside work, she enjoys cooking and dancing. That's interesting. Antara, thank you for accepting our request and welcome to this space of open conversations. It is a space of shared experiences where you bring value to our lives and to the lives of our viewers to light up, own up, and move forward, and absolutely not to let go of the now moment to take charge. It is learning through everyone's insights and the realized wisdom to continue to enjoy the spirit of life in a new country. And this will be the part one, and then we chat again next week. Thank you, Antara, again. So tell me, coming to Canada, what was it like? How did you feel packing up things back home to take the next leap? Excitement? Any assumptions or expectancy?
First of all, thank you, Kamaljit ji, for having me here and giving me this platform to talk about my experience. Coming back to what was my experience or what was my feeling, it was very emotional because I was not able to even think that I have to leave my family, my friends, and I'm going and coming that far from everyone. It was very, very emotional. But on the same side, it was also, I can tell, it's a mixed emotion. Like it was I was thinking that, okay, this is a new life going to be, this is a new country, like any new experience. It was also a sort of, my feeling was altogether mixed emotions, and there is a feeling of euphoria when I first arrived in this new country, but also in the same time I feel excited, stimulated, and enriched. And I have, but on the from the time when I entered and immigrated to this country till now, when I entered first in the beginning, I always felt like I definitely had moments when I wanted to pack it all up and head home to, head home back, because home, the feeling of leaving the whole family was very, very difficult for me, and it was a very different culture altogether here, different environment, different everything. So it was a very, I would tell, very, very mixed emotions.
Yeah, and so then what happened on landing? Did you have any challenges?
Well, on landing, the challenges were more of, I won't tell challenges. As you know, this is a new country. Everything is new for me. And for any immigrants, it's a new thing, new everything. The most challenging part, what I encountered first was, I won't tell language, because language, that the English was always one of the language which we have, or I have learned in my school, but still, in India, and this is the basic, it's a very true fact. In India, you don't talk in English continuously. You talk in your own mother tongue or Hindi, which is our national language.
Yes.
So definitely coming here, you know that there is no one whom you can express your feeling or talk in Hindi. That is a big, big thing for me. It was a very big thing. And also the friends. in the beginning, it was very hard for me to even think of who can be my friend, whom I can share my feelings. And that was a very hard thing for me also. And also the workforce, everything was very, very unknown and very challenging. And even you talk about anything, small thing, from home, from finance, from food, everything is different here. So landing from totally different country to here, it was every area I have faced challenges.
Yeah, so did you can we talk about the honeymoon phase? Like, was there something interesting going on?
Um, during the honeymoon period, the differences between old and new culture are seen in, it was a romantic in the beginning, but it was also like I was trying to explore. But on the same side, I was also adapting quite a lot of so many of the different things, right? It was a phase also where I was learning a lot, and I was trying to adjust by being a newly married person, and I was still that time I was still knowing my partner. So I was juggling between newly married person as well as a new country. So it was a really challenge for me, because parallelly I was adapting the country, I was learning, I was also going through so many changes, being couple. Whereas in India, things are very different. I was by myself, I was working, I was a single person, and there you it's true that you get a helping hand, where coming here suddenly you land up in this zone where everything you have to do by yourself, everything. So it was a very, very challenging thing. And the way I never thought this phase is going to be so difficult, and so many learnings and so many challenges I have to face. So definitely it was very, very, the honeymoon phase was, I would tell, the honeymoon phase was very soon over. Within a week, I realized that this is the fact, this is the true life which I need to lead now.
Yeah, so it seems that, many of us, we juggle between the home life, relationships, and juggling between work, the things that you need to do, what you need to do to live, survive in the country, taking care of your home, so many things, everything together with and like you said, there is no helping hand here. You have to do it. There has to be a lot of balance. So yes, I totally empathize, and I can totally relate to it.
And another thing I want to add is that, coming from the country where we are born and raised, our culture is a huge difference, right? Like, we are born with different, like, we always have been taught from childhood that, this is the way you need to build up the family. You need to do this, you need to do that. So girls are more of that type, that when we come here, we feel lost, because our culture is something like that helping hand is not there. In India or Asian countries, we always get our parents' helping hand is there. Here, you are by yourself. You are one-man army. Like, you are just doing everything by yourself and trying to balance out things together, especially when you landed as a new immigrant and you are very new to the country.
Yeah, I do understand. I'm getting it, also, being, the weaker gender as per culture, like, you are culturally tuned to follow certain norms and to take certain steps the way, that's how it is. You accept it as, this is what it is, right?
Totally. That's it. That's our culture. That's how we have seen from childhood, our parents, or everywhere in our society. That's what it teaches us.
Yeah, and you need to move on with life. So what did, in this case, when we are talking about this, so what did the Canadian multicultural mosaic feel like? You had mixed communities, mixed, races, talking about different aspects of life, and their thoughts are very different. How did you feel?
You know what? As right now, I can tell from my so long staying in Canada, Canada is known for its diverse population, right? Canada is one of the world's most multicultural society. But at the beginning, I was very, very scared. Or you can tell my confidence was very low because when you know that you have no one here except because when I came here, I have no families here, no family, no friend. I got married and I came here, so my uh, uh, everything was my husband, my ex-husband. So the thing happened is you always depend on him because you have no idea where to go, whom to talk to, where what to. So you feel very lost. So I was the same. I felt very lost, very scared, and very I want to share things. I want to talk. I want to tell my thing, what is going on with me. But I don't know whom to tell because people might judge you. I don't know whom to go and share with. I don't know any resources that time. I was totally very, in a cage sort of thing where I thought, oh my God, this is the life. But right now, what I can tell you, after so many years, after breaking all those things, but after so many years, I have overcome all those challenges, and now I feel that, you know what, people here are they welcome you. They welcome the people from all cultures, whether it's my work or whether it's my volunteer place or anywhere. I get a warm welcome. Doesn't matter what my from which country I came from, what my ethnicity is, it doesn't matter. But this challenge is not only for me, this challenge is we all immigrant people, or especially I will tell, I'm not here discriminating, but I must tell that this is mostly happens with women because we came from a very protective family always.
Yeah.
There are parents there who is protecting you, there are your siblings there who's protecting, friends there who's protecting you, and suddenly you land up in this land where no one is there even to talk about it, and you feel scared to even share your feelings to your home country, because when you are calling your parents, you think if you tell anything to them, they are going to be tensed. And same thing happened with me. I have never shared my feelings, my stress thing, my anything to my parents, because I always used to feel that if I share anything with my parents or um, with my siblings, they will be stressed out and their health will get deteriorated. So this is always a juggle you do when you land up here. It takes a long lot of time to overcome this thing. It doesn't matter from which area, how much you know the culture, how much you know that you can talk, you can express your feeling, you know English, that doesn't matter. This is the feeling everyone face it when they land up here, and it sticks with you, it stays with you for quite a long time until you stand up and you decide yourself that you are going to break this barrier. So it was a very hard for me, very hard.
Yeah, so emotionally it almost derails a person, as to
Totally.
where am I, what am I doing, and what to do, because you don't want to share with your family because they cannot come right away to help you, and they will have sleepless nights as well.
Totally, because you don't want to tell them, and they think that they have sent their daughter, and their daughter is very happy there, right? You don't want to even tell them that no, I'm not happy here or anything here, because you want to give them that impression. Otherwise, you feel that okay, you are burden for them. So you always want to build that false impression on them that you are very happy, but it's not the true story.
Yeah, I think gender-based, difference also has a lot of role to play with your emotions, when you are looking at this as a newcomer, and how to share and what to share and what not to share, because some things are the norms and you need to accept certain behaviors as a norm.
Totally, totally. And landing in a new country, you don't know, right now, after living so many years, I know what is, you can express your view. This is an, no one is going to judge you. This is,
Yeah.
you can express your view. But coming from that country, coming from different culture, and coming from the background, you always had that thing, because your brain is that, the building is that works like that, okay, whatever I tell, people are going to judge me. So you are not going to open up, you're not going to share with anyone. So that's the hardship, that's the obstacle we face. We all face it.
Yeah. Yeah, Antara, I'm looking forward to the next phase of our conversation next week. I know there is a lot more that you want to share, and we have a lot more to learn from you, because your experience has been in depth with so many different tweaks and sides to it. And so the takeaway till this time was your resilience and the spirit to continue no matter what, and there is something else too.
My biggest thing was my son.
Yeah.
My son. What kept me going was my son, and my determination to break this barrier and continue no matter what happens. And every day when I get up, I see his face, and he gives me the strength. He is my pillar, who every day gives me the strength to fight back, and not only to stand for myself, but we are also standing for our future generation, for our kids, for them, because we are teaching them. If they see that our parents or my mom is not able to fight, and she is the weakest person, they will not learn this thing, they will not respect any woman. So that kept me going. He is the biggest strength for me, and that's what kept me going. And today, whatever I am today, and whatever I am doing right now, it is all because of him.
Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. Your views resonate with my thoughts as well. You role model at the end of the day how you take up your stand and how you move forward with what that was going on. They are watching you, and how you behave and deal with them, also explain things to them, also matters a lot, because they are learning from you and listening, to both the parties and people around as well.
Totally. We are the role model for them. Parents are always the role model for them. Especially, I feel I'm not here. Again, when the child is born, they are with their mom most of the time. So if they see something wrong is there happening with their mom, I think every mom, everyone needs to stand up, because they are learning from you. You are the role model for them.
Yes, it impacts them in a very big way when they see when there is anything that's going on with their moms and parents, they take it personally. Actually, they may not share, but then they do take it personally. That's what my observation also has been. So.
Totally.
Yes, thank you so much, Antara. There was so much of learning from you today, and in high spirits. And it's good to see you in high spirits. And I know you love to dance, and you are supporting so many programs. I wish you all the best, and looking forward to our next chat.
Thank you,
Sometimes,
Kamalji.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to talk to you more about, my experiences, my whatever I'm doing now, and there are lots to share with you.
Yes, lots. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, Antara.
Thank you very much, Kamaljit ji.